Today we're going to talk about irrational numbers. Before we can talk about irrational numbers, we need to talk about squares and square roots real briefly. So if you remember, a square is the product of a number multiplied by itself. So in my example, I have 2 squared is the same as 2 times 2, and that's 4. So the opposite of a square, or its inverse operation, is the square root. So it's the little check mark sign. And so the square root tells me what number, when multiplied by itself, equals a given number. So in this case, if we go backwards and start with our 4, we take the square root and we get 2, because 2 squared equals 4. When we talk about perfect squares, we're talking about numbers where the square root is going to give us a natural number. So I have listed the first 12 here, 1, 4, 9, etc. So the square root of any of these numbers is going to give me a natural number. So the square root of 1 is 1. The square root of 64 is 8, and so on. So here's where irrational numbers come into play. An irrational number doesn't terminate and doesn't repeat. It just never ends. It goes on forever. It has no pattern. So any square root of a number that is not a perfect square is going to give me an irrational number. So let's start here with 4. We knew the square root of 4 is 2. That is a natural number. But if I look at the square root of 3, I get approximately 1.32, and I have to use this sign because since it never actually ends, I can't actually give you all the digits for it. So we have to approximate. So all of these I've rounded to 3 decimal places. So the square root of 2 is irrational, the square root of 3 is irrational, 4 is a perfect square. The square root of 5 is irrational. So if we wanted to get to our next perfect square, we'd have to go to the square root of 9, which is 3, and that's going to be my next natural number. So if you don't know your perfect squares, the only way to check to see if a square root is irrational is to check it. So use your calculator. Any calculator will do it. So for example, if I have the square root of 26 and I type that in, that's going to be irrational. The square root of 64, however, I can tell you is a perfect square, so it's 8. So always check the square root. Don't just assume that it's going to be irrational just because it's a square root, because some are not. So use your calculator and make sure you check. So let's compare repeating decimals to irrational numbers. So repeating decimals are going to be irrational. They are irrational because they have a pattern, and most of the time I can turn them into a fraction. So like 1/3 is 3 repeating. It's got a pattern. Yes, I have to approximate it, but it goes on forever. So this is rational. 2/11 is 0.18. So notice there's 2 different numbers that repeat. That's okay. 5/12 is going to be 4.16. And notice, okay, there's a 4/1 and then the 6 repeating. That's also okay. So if you have a calculator and you see that the things are repeating, you know that it's a rational number. But let's take a look at some irrationals over here. Like the square root of 99 is 9.94987437. No pattern. And it never ends. So it's irrational. Another one that's not a square root is going to be the number pi. 3.14159265535. If you try to find the end of pi, you can't. There are computers that have been working on pi for a long time, and they still haven't found the end. Pi goes on forever and ever. It's an irrational number. So if we look at the real number family tree, we have real numbers up at the top, and then it splits into rational and irrational. Notice it's a split. You cannot have a number that is both rational and irrational. So here's the Venn diagram for real numbers. As you can see, inside real numbers we have our rational circle, and all its little subsets. And then we have irrational, and they don't overlap. So if you see something that looks like this, where they have a rational and irrational, and there's some overlap, this is a no. Now, I've seen sometimes where they put them together like this, and they're like little boxes. Technically, they don't really touch, but this one is actually okay because they're not overlapping. If you have any overlap, that's going to be where you say no, 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 no. Sometimes you'll also see people will try to trick you. They'll take rational, put irrational inside each other because they want you to think that it's like integers. This is also not correct. And that is some information about irrational numbers.